What's up, everyone? I just wanted to share this little video with you. This is rebuilding my WRX motor in my living room. About a month ago I had mine blow on the freeway, and so this is a replacement stage 2 IAG block that I put together. It's probably worth mentioning that I've never done anything like this. I've never built a motor before, I've never pulled a motor out of a car, and I never put one in. So this is my first, and I was willing to take the risk because I could definitely not afford having a shop do this kind of work. And so there it went. If you've built a Subaru motor before, you can probably tell there's already a part missing, which is the oil baffle. I had to go back on day 2 and pull the oil pan, put that back on. I definitely made a few mistakes along the way. For one, I didn't have, on the first day, a smaller torque wrench that goes into inch pounds, and so having the big one on the lowest setting, it's just not accurate enough, so I ended up actually stretching a couple of bolts on the water pump and had to go get new ones and replace them on day 2 with a new wrench. You know, I actually got really lucky with the heads. They were salvageable after the motor blew, but they were completely covered in aluminum shavings and all sorts of burnt oil, so I had to completely take them apart, clean off all the valves. I had to lap every valve. I checked all the clearances, and then I ended up replacing the valve stem seals while I was in there. I figured might as well, just to be safe. And then I took them to a machine shop and they resurfaced the mating area, and I got a clean bill of health, so that saved me a whole bunch of money. I got really lucky, man. So right now I'm installing the little water, the hard water lines that bring coolant to the throttle body and stuff. But a part of that whole assembly is part of the PCV system, I believe, or it's a crank vent of sorts. And I'm going to a dual catch can setup, and so you'll see me break off the one that is the vent and not the water, and get rid of it basically so I can run soft hoses later on. You'll also notice me doing things here out of order. I decided not to finish the second head assembly because I wanted to wait until I get the smaller torque wrench the next day, just to be safe. I don't want to damage any bolts or anything like that, and set everything to a proper torque, because that's a pretty critical component. So this is now day 2. I ended up going to the dealership, getting a couple of bolts that I needed, and just a few little tiny gaskets here and there just to finish the job. And right here you see me borderline scratch my head, because at this point I realized that the hard oil feed line that goes to the AVCS system won't go on with the water pipe in the way. So I had to actually pull the whole intake manifold off and do it one more time. It wasn't that big of a deal though, because I didn't attach anything else to it yet, so... So right here I'm about to do a little trick for installing the cam gears and torque them down. I'm gonna actually use the old timing belt and I'm gonna put it on, and the little guides that keep it in place from skipping teeth, I'm gonna put them very tight, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock the flywheel, which I already installed when I first started the build, and I'm gonna lock the timing belt in place basically by doing that, and I'll be able to torque down the cam gears and then swap the timing belts for the new one. And here I'm pretty much doing the last step of the long block assembly, where I'm setting the timing and putting on the timing belt and putting on the covers. So that's all the parts laid out before I actually started building the block, and I'll show some pictures of me when I was reassembling the heads and cleaning the valves and such. Now, of course, I went through a full break-in period, and I did do a tune on it, and there you have it. Let's get dirty. You know, I don't know how, but I somehow managed to put the car back together right as the snow hit up my house. So, it is done. Thanks for watching.